Hello everyone and welcome to the course Pallet Manufacturing Process. In this course, you will be learn the complete pallet manufacturing process used in the pharmaceutical industry. This course is designed specially for the freshers as well as working professionals who want to build a strong understanding of pallet manufacturing process. Palletization is an important pharmaceutical manufacturing process which is used to produce small, free-flowing and spherical particles called as pellets. These pellets are widely used in the modified release, sustained release, delayed release, and multiple unit dosage forms because they provide better drug release control, uniform coating, and improved product quality. Throughout this course, we will explain every stage of the pellet manufacturing process in a simple and practical way. You will learn the purpose of each manufacturing step, the equipment used in that particular step, critical process parameters, GMP requirements, important precautions, and common challenges faced during manufacturing. Real shop floor examples will also be included to help you understand how these concepts are applied in actual pharmaceutical production. By the end of this session, you will have a clear understanding of the complete pellet manufacturing process course and the factors that are essential for producing high quality pellets consistently. In the first session, we will begin by understanding what pelletization is and why it is an important manufacturing process in the pharmaceutical industry. Pelletization is the process of converting fine powder or granules into small, uniform, and spherical particles called as pellets. These pellets generally have a smooth surface, good mechanical strength, and excellent flow properties, making them suitable for further processing such as capsule filling and tablet compression. In this topic, we will cover the basic concept of pelletization, including its definition, characteristics, and the different methods used to manufacture pharmaceutical pellets. We will also understand where pelletization is used and why many pharmaceutical products are manufactured in the pellet form instead of conventional tablet or powders. In the second session, we will understand the objectives of the pelletization and why the pharmaceutical industry prefers pellet manufacturing for many formulations. By the end of this topic, you will understand how pelletization improves product quality, process efficiency, and drug performance, making it a preferred manufacturing process for many pharmaceutical products. In the third session, we will learn about the different stages involved in the pellet manufacturing process. Each stage plays an important role in producing pellets that meet the required quality standards. The complete pellet manufacturing process consists of a series of well-controlled steps. Every stage has a specific purpose and the output of one stage becomes the input for the next stage. Therefore, it is important to perform each activity correctly and follow all standard operating procedures. In this topic, we will discuss every process stage in detail, including the purpose of the stage, activity performed in that particular stage, the equipment used, critical process parameters, and the expected output. We will also cover the GMP precautions that must be followed to prevent the contamination, mix-up, and processing errors. Along with the manufacturing activities, we will explain the important in-process checks and quality checkpoints that help to ensure the pallet meet the required specifications before moving to the next stage. By understanding each stage of the process, you will gain a clear picture of how raw materials are converted into high quality pharmaceutical pellets through a systematic and controlled manufacturing process. In the fourth session, we will understand the critical process parameters which are involved in the pallet manufacturing and how they affect the quality of the final product. Process parameters are the operating conditions that must be monitored and controlled throughout the manufacturing process. These parameters directly influence pellet size, shape, moisture content, strength, flow properties, and overall product quality. In this topic, we will discuss each important process parameter in detail and you will learn what the parameter is, why it is important, how it affects the process, and what can happen if it is not maintained within the specified range. To make this concept easy to understand, we will also explain each parameter using practical examples from the pharmaceutical industry manufacturing shop floor point of view. And this will help you understand the relationship between process setting and quality of the pellets produced. By the end of this session, you will have a clear understanding of role of critical process parameters and how proper control of these parameters ensure a stable process, consistent product quality, and compliance with the GMP requirements. In the fifth session, we will learn about the fluid bed coater, which is one of the most important piece of the equipment used in the pellet manufacturing process. The fluid bed coater or FBC is used to dry, coat and cure the pellets under controlled process conditions. It plays a critical role in achieving uniform coating, consistent product quality, and desired drug release profile. In this topic, we will discuss the working principle of the fluid bed coater and understand how pellets are fluidized by heated air while the coating solution is sprayed uniformly onto their surface. We will also learn about the major parts of the equipment, including their function and importance during the operation. Apart from the equipment design, we will cover the critical process parameters such as inlet air temperature, product temperature, airflow, spray rate, atomizing air pressure, and other operating conditions that directly affect the coating quality. You will also learn about the sensors, interlocks, and alarms provided in the equipment to ensure safe operation and consistent process control. In addition, we will discuss the standard operating procedure starting from the equipment preparation and operation to shutdown and cleaning. Finally, we will cover the common challenges faced during the fluid bed coating, such as agglomeration, spray drying, uneven coating, and overweighting, along with the necessary precautions to prevent these issues. By the end of this session, you will have a clear understanding of the fluid bed coater, its operation, and its importance in producing high quality pharmaceutical pellets with consistent coating performance. In sixth session, we will study the complete process flow of the pellet manufacturing process from the beginning of the production to the final product. Understanding the process flow is important because it provides a clear picture of how the manufacturing step is connected and how the product moves through the process. We will go through each stage in step-by-step sequence, explaining the activity performed, its purpose, the equipment used, and the expected output. This will help you understand not only what is done at each stage, but also why it is necessary. Along with the manufacturing activities, we will discuss the GMP requirements that must be followed at every step. This includes maintaining cleanliness, preventing contamination and mix-up, following approved procedures, and ensuring proper documentation throughout the manufacturing process. To make the learning more practical, we will also include real shop floor examples that explain common situations, operational practices, and the checkpoints that operator and supervisor should monitor during the production. In addition, we will cover the critical in-process checks and documentation requirements that help to ensure the process remains under the control and the finished pellets consistently meet the required quality standards. By the end of this session, you will have a complete understanding of the pellet manufacturing process flow and how each stage contributes to the producing high quality pharmaceutical pellets safely, efficiently, and in compliance with the GMP requirements. In the seventh session, we will learn about agglomeration in pellet manufacturing process and understand how to handle and control effectively. Agglomeration is unwanted sticking of two or more pellets together during processing, especially during coating process. If it is not controlled properly, it can lead to oversized pellets, poor coating uniformity, reduced product quality, and even batch rejection. This topic is divided into two parts. First, we will discuss how to handle the agglomerates that are already formed during the process. You will learn the appropriate methods for identifying, separating, and managing agglomerates while ensuring minimum product loss and maintaining GMP compliance. In second part, we will focus on how to prevent and control agglomeration. We will explain the process condition that can cause pellet sticking, such as excessive spray rate, insufficient drying, improper airflow, high product moisture, and incorrect process parameter setting. And you will also learn the corrective action required to prevent these issues. To make the concept easy to understand, we will also use real shop floor examples and explain practical situations that operator commonly face during pellet manufacturing. Wherever applicable, we will also discuss the standard calculations used to evaluate the agglomeration and monitor process performance. By the end of this session, you will understand the causes of agglomeration, the methods to handle it safely, and the preventive measures required to maintain a stable process and produce high quality pharmaceutical pellets consistently. In the eighth session, we will understand the concept of additional coating in the pellet manufacturing process. Sometimes after the initial coating is completed, the pellets may not achieve the required coating weight gain or desired product specification. In such cases, additional coating is carried out to meet the final product requirement. First, we will discuss when additional coating is required and how to identify this requirement. You will learn the common reason for additional coating such as lower coating weight gain, non-uniform coating, or process deviations identified during in-process checks. We will also understand the quality parameters that indicate whether additional coating is necessary. Next, we will learn how to calculate the additional coating solution required, and this includes determining the remaining coating weight to be achieved, calculating the quantity of the coating solution needed, and ensuring that the required coating is applied without exceeding the specified limits. We will explain these calculations using simple formulas and practical examples so that they are easy to understand. By the end of this session, you will able to identify the need of additional coating and perform the required calculations accurately, helping ensure that the pellets meet the desired quality specification before the manufacturing process is completed. In the ninth session, we will understand the role of dew point temperature in the pellet manufacturing process and why it is one of the most important environmental parameter during the fluid bed processing. The dew point is the temperature at which the moisture present in the air starts to condense into the water, and it indicates the amount of the moisture in the inlet air and helps to determine the drying efficiency during the pellet manufacturing process. In this session, we will learn the relationship between dew point temperature, inlet air temperature, and inlet relative humidity. These three parameters are closely related and together influence the drying performance of the fluid bed coater. Maintaining the correct balance between them ensures efficient moisture removal, proper pellet drying, and consistent product quality. We will also discuss how an increase or decrease in dew point affect the manufacturing process. A high dew point means the inlet air contains more moisture, which reduces its drying capacity, and this can lead to slow drying, overwetting, agglomeration, and coating defects. On the other hand, a low dew point provides dried air, resulting in better drying efficiency and improved process stability. Another important aspect covered in this session is that the effect of the dew point temperature on the static charge. Very dry air can increase static electricity, causing pellets to stick to the equipment surface and affecting coating uniformity. Therefore, maintaining an optimum dew point temperature is essential for both effective drying and smooth process operation. By the end of this session, you will clearly understand the importance of dew point and its interrelationship with inlet air temperature and relative humidity. This knowledge will help you understand how environmental conditions influence pellet quality and why controlling these parameters is essential and critical for successful pharmaceutical pellet manufacturing. In the 10th session, we will discuss the important precautions that must be followed throughout the pellet manufacturing process to ensure product quality, process consistency, and compliance with good manufacturing practices. In this topic, we will explain the key precautions related to material handling, equipment preparation, process execution, environmental conditions, cleaning, and documentation. You will understand why each precaution is important and how it helps to prevent the contamination, cross contamination, product loss, and processing errors. We will also discuss the importance of verifying equipment cleanliness, using the correct process parameters, monitoring critical operating conditions, following approved standard operating procedures, and maintaining the GMP practice throughout the manufacturing process. In addition, we will cover common operator mistakes that can occur during pellet manufacturing and the best practices to avoid them. This practical point will help you perform the manufacturing activities safely, efficiently, and in accordance with the quality requirements. By the end of this session, you will understand that following the recommended precautions is not only important for producing high quality pharmaceutical pellets, but also for ensuring patient safety, regulatory compliance, and successful batch manufacturing.